Brett Cookie, and today I'm doing another review on set 8536 Kopaka 12 Ice. The set retailed for about $7 or $8, and the set was released in 2001, and it only has 33 pieces with this set. And yes, this is Kopaka, and let's go ahead and look at him right now. So this is Kopaka. He is a 12 Ice, and this figure is good overall, and also you see what this is right here, but it's a great figure. But here's one thing that makes it a great figure. It's the color scheme, the light gray with the white. It's great for an ice character, for any type of theme of LEGO. Even though this came out in 2001, this set is very good. And I'm really surprised on how they pulled off the mask. It's very good, and I like how it looks, and it makes him have like a nerdy look, I guess I'll say, but that's really good, LEGO pulled off. But yes, he's my favorite Toa of the Toa Mata and Nuva, even though Attack Nuva is as well, but he's my most favorite. And also, he has a very, very stable look to him. He can stand without falling, even though they have the two legs, and he also has really good articulated feet, which is also a cool thing for Kopaka. But yes, you probably might be wondering, what is this? Well, it's a gear function. If you move this limb moves back and forth. It's kind of like the new Bionicle nowadays, except it's not that friction jointed as it normally is. And yes, it's hard to pose, which actually is not that good. Well, except only if you can get in some sort of good pose, but yes. And also, some part of his arm is on a friction joint, so it can only move back and forth, or do this for like a pose or something like that. But yes. And his shield can spin around, and also it has these exposed holes on it. But yes, it's Kopaka, the 2001 Toa Mata figure. But yes, another good thing about this figure would be the Mata head. They have like a they have semi-translucent color, but this is semi-translucent blue. And it's attached to some sort of skull-like thing, but it's a head. So it's basically, if you just put it on here, just snap that on there, it just shows the mask, which of course most people think the Mata heads are ugly. I don't think they are, but this is his mask that's on here. And yes, now let's go ahead and go to the pros and the cons right now. So the pros and the cons of this figure. Well, most people would say these black Mata shoulders and knee things. Well, I cannot really tell what these are. I guess leg supports. But yes, because it kind of makes them look a little bit weird. But to me, if you imagine Kopaka with these that are white, it would not give them that cool of a look. Most people might say this ball in the middle is a con, and they don't know why it's in the middle. Some might say also that it has like an exposed gearbox and stuff that's good. That's not really good at all, because it's exposed, and the gear function is visible to see. And let's see what else. Some might say this arm is a con because you can't really move it that well. You can only move it like this, or something like that. But you can't cover his mask, which is kind of bad. Another thing too is this exposed axle in the middle of this. Yeah, I guess I'd say that's a con. Some might also say that the gear function is a con and a pro. A pro for it having a function, but a con for it not staying in a posed way like it should be, which it can only pose a little bit, but because of gravity it falls down, which is not a good thing. And this figure overall It is a good figure, but that's a lot of the cons. But here are the pros. The color scheme, the gear function, as I already said, the mask and the head that's covering this, the shield, even though some might say that's a pro and a con, and the weapon, like this sword. But of course, this sword doesn't have no arm, so it's basically attached to just this, and there's really no arm to it, which doesn't make any sense, but it kind of has that sword look to it when he's posed like this. But yes, Kopaka is very unique for that reason, as well as Tahu, which I might review him soon, but yes. And, of course, I explained this spins, which could be a pro and a con, even though that's probably not supposed to be. Another thing for Kopaka, what people might say it's a pro. Even though this is showing in the back, it kind of gives them more biomechanical look to it. Even though that people might hate it, but yes, that's a pro. Some might say that's a con. But overall, Kopaka is a great figure. He has a good look to him. He's an enjoyable figure. And if you want to pick this guy up, which I bought him on Bricklink, if you want to pick this guy up on Bricklink, he's about, actually a little bit cheaper since I bought this one used, and that was fine, but it wasn't that much. It was like $5. But yes, this is Kopaka, the Toe of Ice, or the Toe Mata of Ice. And now let's go ahead. And that's basically it. So, hope to see you guys soon, and make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and see you guys later. Bye!